Welcome to eBooks for Fashion podcast, the fashion marketing podcast that will help you to start or to grow your fashion business today. Want to learn more? Visit our website ebooksforfashion.com where you will find lots of free resources for your fashion business. Thanks for listening. Hello everyone! So I hope you are well. Just waiting that more people are connecting because this live I just couldn't do lives last week. I was very busy with my jewelry business, so I had to stop a little bit with the books for fashion, and so now I'm back with this live, and I will do more lives this week. I hope every single day, because I want to talk about many different topics. And so let's wait that more people are connecting, and then we're gonna start. Okay. Okay, so for who is just connecting now, hello. And you don't know me, I'm Maristella, and I'm a fashion business coach for eBooks for Fashion. Hello everyone. And for ebooksforfashion.com, which is my ebooks and online marketing platform, that helps you to start or to grow your fashion business through online courses and ebooks. Hello everyone. So, and also I'm a jewelry designer for my brand Made in Art Jewelry. So today's topic, after a while that I couldn't do lives last week, but because I was very busy with my jewelry brand, so now I'm getting back with the books for fashion. So today we're gonna talk about how to start a strategy with pop-up shops. So just wait that I want to turn a little bit down the music. Okay, so today we're gonna talk about how pop-up shops can help your fashion business, whether you are selling products or services, to grow. And if you are just starting out, pop-up shops can be also, the pop-up shop marketing strategy and the pop-up shop can be a really powerful strategy for your fashion business. If you are starting out, but also if you have already, hello everyone, if you have already a fashion business, this is a very powerful strategy. So what is a pop-up shop? Pop-up shop basically is a temporary store. So you will create your own store and you will start to sell your fashion products or your fashion services for a limited time. So it means that when you choose a location, you will rent a part of a store or maybe a full store that you like, and you can create your own temporary shop, temporary store. You can create your own event inside a store, or you can have the full store for yourself, for your fashion brand, for your fashion business, and you can decide what you want to do. If you want to sell products or if you want to sell your fashion services. So it's a temporary use of a physical space. I will repeat again because this is very important. If you don't know what is a temporary shop or a pop-up shop, basically it's a temporary use. Pop-up retail is a temporary use of a physical space to create then long-term relationship with potential buyers. Of course, because your pop-up store, when you have your own pop-up store, you can build relationships with potential customers, with people, and then you can also send them to purchase online from your website or your e-commerce. So you can use pop-up shops in many ways. It's absolutely an amazing start if, for example, you want to open your own boutique. Hello everyone. So if you want to have your own physical store, or actually if you want to just to start to test the market, to understand what can be your ideal customers. Pop-up stores are absolutely a very, how can I say, a very, very powerful strategy where they are amazing, honestly. I tried myself, I did many pop-up stores myself, and I also hosted many pop-up stores inside my physical boutique in Italy. So I also helped many brands to have their own pop-up store inside my jewelry boutique. Hello everyone. So this is an amazing strategy if you want to test new markets or if you want to try to sell your fashion services or your fashion products. You can just use pop-up stores. Pop-up stores are really an amazing strategy. So basically how it works. So there are various benefits for pop-up stores, like you can use pop-up stores as a marketing strategy. You can test, as I said before, products or services. You can test locations or markets, and also it's a low-cost way to start or grow your fashion business, of course. I just want to explain you better that you can use pop-up stores whether you are selling fashion products, but also if you are selling fashion services. So let's say that you are an image consultant, for example, and you want to find new potential customers. You can have your own event inside a store that you like. Maybe you can hire a corner inside a store that you really love, and you think the customers there would benefit from your fashion services, and then you can have a small event inside the store, and then you can meet the store's customers, and then those customers can become your own customers, benefit from getting benefits from your services. So pop-up stores are not only for fashion brands, I don't know, like fashion designers, jewelry designers, or shoe designers, handbag designer, not only for products, but also they are very good for fashion services business as well. So you can really learn a lot about pop-up store. If you want to go to check my first story, you can swipe up and go directly to the guide I've created about the pop-up store and how to use pop-up store to start or to grow your fashion business. Inside the guide you will find also a template for contracts that you can use for yourself, for your fashion business, and they are ready to use. You can use straight in your business. So, but let's go back. For example, there is a pop-up store from a very popular fashion designer that you know, Marc Jacobs. Marc Jacobs created a very interesting, you can Google this type of this strategy. Marc Jacobs used an amazing strategy of pop-up shop marketing to create engagement for his perfume, for the launch of his perfume. And it worked amazingly many years ago. And I would say like 3-4 years ago he did this strategy. And I think he launched in London first, then all over the world. And basically with this pop-up store, what he did, he spread the word, he grew more his brand awareness, because he spread the word about his merchandise, because he gave free products in exchange for tweets and for Instagram posts. So he basically did like he used a social currency in exchange of his products. And this is an amazing strategy that you can also test in your business. Hello everyone. Because you can create engagement also at the same time you are creating your own pop-up store in the location that you rented, and then you can also build engagement on social media. You can be very creative in this kind of marketing strategy because there are many ways to use pop-up store. Again, if you want to learn more, just check my first story and you just need to swipe up and you can grab the guide about pop-up store, this specific topic. What else? So basically you should ask yourself, when you're starting a pop-up store, you should ask yourself, what are your goals? If you want to use pop-up stores to build brand awareness, if you want to build revenue, so selling, for example, your inventory, or maybe you can sell also directly your fashion services, as I said before, or you can test the market, trying to understand what are your potential customers, and you can build also customer engagement. You should ask yourself, for example, if you are launching your fashion products or services, hello everyone, you can ask if you want to, for example, you can use pop-up store to launch for the first time your fashion products or services. Or maybe if you want to get rid of inventory, you can create pop-up store for maybe 2-3 days and have selling your inventory for a very discounted price. Or maybe you want just to test a new location. So, for example, there were people that rented my store here in Italy, from the store of my jewelry brand, and they rented for 1 month. They wanted to test the Italian market. I had many brands from UK, for example, that they rented a part of my store. Of course, the brands that I chose, they were always aligned with my fashion jewelry brand, and they were most, I would say, complementary to my jewelry brand. For example, I had many brands of clothes, of women's wear collections, but also menswear collection that menswear collection was complementary with my men's jewelry line. So I had different type of brands here, and those brands they wanted to test the Italian market. For example, this is a very touristic area. Is on the Lake Maggiore near Milano, half an hour from Milano, and I had many brands that they wanted to test this area to understand it was a good place, a good market for them. So you can use pop-up stores to test a new location. If you are living in a big city, for example, if you are living in London or New York, you can test as part of this a particular area in the city and see how it works, and see if you can get more customers. Maybe if you, for example, if you are there selling your products or services, then you can bring the customers coming to that area in your pop-up store. You can bring them, and as I said before, you can send them to shop online through your website and through your e-commerce, and this is a great way to build connection. You can also build your email list at a physical pop-up store, because you can ask people you can give something for free to them in exchange for their email address, of course, and this is a very, very, very powerful way to build engagement with potential customers and to build also your email list. I do, honestly, when there are people, especially tourists that are coming to this area. Now it's just starting the season of tourists here in my store. Like, for example, before I had a customer coming here from Germany, and he purchased a few jewelry from my collection, bracelets, and I asked him to leave his email address so I could send him more valuable information about my jewelry brand, and then I can connect with him more and more later, because he can also purchase from my e-commerce. So you can do the same. So you can use pop-up store for getting building relationships with potential customers, testing new markets, new location, but also, hello everyone, but also you can get rid of inventory. For example, during Christmas time, for example, you can rent a part of a store, or maybe a full store if you have enough budget, and you can, for a limited period of time, maybe for only the month of December, you can rent it, and then you can start to sell your inventory. So there are many, many ways to use pop-up store. Sorry. pop-up stores. There are many things that you should think before renting a pop-up store. So for example, you should understand exactly what are the costs involved, and I add all this information I have in my new guide about pop-up shops to start or to grow your fashion business. And you can check the guide just from the first story, from my story. Swipe up and go to check the guide, because I put lots of information. This live is just to give you an idea what is a pop-up shop and how you can use it for your fashion business. But if you want to learn more, just go to the story and grab the copy of this new guide, and you will get lots of information. Also, there are many ways that you can choose the right location, and how to choose the right location for your fashion, for a pop-up shop for your fashion business. You can decide if you want to use a full space or a shop share. Maybe you can share a space with other designers, or maybe if you are an image consultant, you can also share with other designer, and so the cost will be little less. So you can start to understand better how you can grow your business through pop-up shops, but without spending a fortune. Also, there are many platforms where you can find locations, and there are so many where you can also put, if you have a store, or also you can use pop-up shops to increase the revenue of your store. So there are so many ways to use pop-up shops, but make sure that you use a standard agreement if you want to have to be safe, because you know, many things you can encounter in problems. For example, if you I had many brands sending their merchandise on consignment during their pop-up shops. I was only charging a fee to have their brand here in my store, but I was not charging any percentage commission on the sales, because I thought that it was more fair, more good for them to just pay the rent, a part of my store rent. So my store, they rented a part of my store, and then I didn't charge anything else on the sales, and I was helping them so in this way to grow more their business, because I didn't ask them for any kind of commission on sales, but they sent their merchandise on consignment here. So I just wanted to make sure that they knew exactly what to do with their merchandising, and when their pop-up store ended, I was sending back the merchandising. But I wrote a contract actually with my lawyer. We put together a contract, and we decided what was the best thing to put in the contract, so everything was clear. We created more or less actually a standard contract that everyone could, international contract, so people that they could understand and they could sign without any problems. So if you want to learn everything about pop-up stores, how to use for your fashion business, if you want to get the type of contract, the template to use straight away in your business, if you want to learn which are the most important fashion, the pop-up store platforms where you can find pop-up stores, or you can also put your store if you have one there. So just go to my first story, to my story, and swipe up and go to grab the guide. So I hope you found valuable information in this live, because I explained how to use pop-up store for your fashion business. I will see you very probably tomorrow. I will talk to you again with another live, with another topic, and if you have any question, just send me a direct message. Thank you so much for watching this live, and talk to you very, very soon. Have a wonderful night. Nighttime is almost here in Italy, so let's talk tomorrow. Bye for now.